I'm back. So, change is terrifying, but know what's even scarier? Staying stuck. If you're feeling the pull towards something new, but you're afraid and your fear is keeping you frozen, I get it. I've been there. And I want to share a story about the moment I realized I was capable of stepping into the unknown and how you can too. After my first marriage ended, I was single for 11 years. And during that time, I did something I had never done before. A friend of mine was getting married in Hawaii, and she asked me to stand up for her. And I, of course, said yes, but I had never traveled alone. And so I took that solo trip to Maui. I mean, I was meeting people there, but still, I was traveling alone. And I was excited, but I was terrified at the same time. And when I got there and I'm coming down the escalator from the airport, and there was a travel agent or somebody meeting the people, and, she asked me she saw me coming down the escalator, and "Oh, are you Sandy?" And I said, "Yes." And I'm still on the escalator coming down, and she yelled at her partner, "Our single is here. Our single is here." And I was mortified. I was like, "Okay, let's just announce it to the whole world." And so when I got down to the bottom and getting checked in, I asked her how she knew I was single, and she made the comment about that hardly anybody comes to Hawaii by themselves. And of course, at the time I laughed it off, but as I look back on it, I realized that that's when some things started to shift. For the first time, and I didn't realize it at the time, I realized this much later, but I realized that I was capable. I could make decisions for myself. I could travel alone and actually enjoy myself and enjoy my own company. That trip was my proof. It was the beginning of so much that was to come that I didn't appreciate until later. But it was proof that I could handle change, proof that I was stronger than I thought I was. That one decision set off a chain reaction that I didn't realize until later, but I started stepping into leadership roles. I built confidence in my voice. And eventually, I started helping other women do the same. What's the lesson? Change isn't something to fear, it's something to step into. So, how do we do that? If you're facing a big transition right now, whether it's a career shift, an empty nest, or a relationship ending, or just feeling like you're meant for more, you're not alone. Here's how you can move forward even when it feels impossible. One, acknowledge the fear, but don't let it make the decisions. Fear is normal, but it doesn't get to control your life. Number two, excuse me, start small. Proof builds confidence. You don't have to make a massive leap all at once, one step at a time. When I was going through coaching school, they used to say to us, little hinges swing big doors. And when you think about that, those little hinges that hold this massive door, that what they're saying is exactly this. You don't have to make massive leaps all at once. It's one step at a time. And these little steps lead to big change. And then the third thing is to trust yourself. You're stronger than you think. You've already overcome so much. You have everything you need right here within you. The next chapter of your life is waiting for you. You just have to decide to turn the page. As I've done in prior videos. My podcast relates to this as well. My podcast, Journey to Self. Episode 4 is about self exploration. Who are you really? And it's perfect if you're navigating a life transition. Episode 8 is self compassion, learning to give yourself grace. And it's for those that are struggling with self doubt. If you are ready to embrace your next chapter, join my membership for guidance and support. And I'll put the link in the description. Next week, we're diving into the most important part of this journey, and that is reconnecting with your true self. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, be true to you.